Hi guys, this is the reading of page 22 and 23, case study in in Sumer. Civilization emerges in one of the earliest cities in Sumer, stood on the banks of the Euphrates River in what is now southern Iraq. Some 30,000 people once lived in this ancient city. Was the site of a highly sophisticated civilization. After excavating from 1922 to 1934, English archaeologist Leonard Woolley and his team unraveled the mystery of this long-lost civilization. From archaeological evidence, Woolley concluded that around 3000 BC, was a flourishing urban civilization. People in lived in well-defined social classes. Rulers, as well as priests and priestesses, wielded great power. Wealthy merchants profited from foreign trade. Artists and artisans created lavish jewelry, musical instruments, and gold daggers. Woolley's finds have enabled historians to reconstruct Ur's advanced culture. An agricultural economy. Imagine a time nearly 5,000 years ago. Outside the mud brick walls surrounding ox-driven plows cultivate the fields. People are working barefoot in the irrigation ditches that run between patches of green plants. With stone hoes, the workers widen the ditches to carry water into their fields from the reservoir a mile away. This large-scale irrigation system was developed to provide with food surpluses, which keep the economy thriving. The government officials who direct this public works project ensure its smooth operation. Life in the city. A broad dirt road leads from fields to the city's walls. Inside, city dwellers go about their daily lives. Most live in windowless, one-story box-like houses packed tightly along the street. A few wealthy families live in two-story houses with an inner courtyard. Down another street, artisans work in their shops. A metal worker makes bronze by mixing molten copper with just the right quantity of tin. Later, he will hammer the bronze to make spearheads, weapons, to help Ur's well-organized armies defend the city. As a potter spins his potter's wheel, he expertly shapes the moist clay into a large bowl. These artisans and other craft workers produce trade goods that help prosper. Ur's thriving trade. The narrow streets open into a broad avenue where merchants squat under awnings and trade farmers' crops and artisans' crafts. This is the city's bazaar, or marketplace. Coins are not used to make purchases because money has not yet been invented. But merchants and their customers know roughly how many pots of grain a farmer must give to buy a jug of wine. This way of trading goods and services without money is called bartering. Most complicated trades require a scribe. He carefully forms cuneiform signs on a clay tablet. The signs may show how much barley a farmer owes a merchant for a donkey. The temple, center of city life. Farther down the main avenue stands Ur's tallest and most important building, the temple. Like a city within a city, the temple is surrounded by a heavy wall. Within the temple's gate, a massive tiered structure towers over the city. This pyramid-shaped monument is called a ziggurat, which means mountain of God. On the exterior of the ziggurat, a flight of perhaps 100 mud brick stairs leads to the top. At the peak, priests conduct rituals to worship the city god who looms over Every day, priests climb these stairs. They often drag a goat or a sheep to sacrifice. The temple also houses storage areas for grains, woven fabrics, and gems, offerings to the city's god. Sumerians had elaborate burial rituals and believed in an afterlife. An early city-state such as represents a model of civilization that continued to arise throughout history. While the Sumerians were advancing their culture, civilizations were developing in Egypt, China, and elsewhere in Asia. This concludes the reading.